Dax Shepard, welcome to the Daily Social Distancing Show.
Yeah, hey, can I say something right out of the gates? When I said I was coming on your show, there was like four women around, and all of them unanimously were like, "Oh my God, Trevor." They went on and on and on. And now that I'm looking at your face, I totally get it. I mean, you're as cute as they come. You really are.
Oh man, it's the lights. It's the lights. You would be shocked at the quality of light you can get on Amazon, my friend. Great quality lighting that makes you look better than you've ever looked in your life. I appreciate that, man. But welcome to the show. It's good to have you on because you have so many things going on. First things first, let's jump into Top Gear USA. Congratulations. That seems like a dream job. I feel like I do Top Gear in my real life, and then now you get paid to do it. That's not fair. I mean, Top Gear is the biggest car show in the world. Like, I grew up loving it. You know, Jeremy, Richard, and was Jeremy? It's Richard, and it is, why am I forgetting him? James May. Yes, James May. And so, huge show. And I mean, in America, obviously, there's different nuances. There's a different vibe. But the thing about Top Gear is it's always been a show about the people's personalities and then how they tie into the cause. So tell me a little bit about Top Gear USA.
Yeah, so I totally agree. You know, at its height, I think Top Gear, the version you're talking about that we all revere, had 750 million viewers globally. So yeah, they did something very special. There was something about their chemistry that made all these little challenges so fun, and that's very much what our agenda is on Top Gear America this year. And I have the best two co-hosts ever: Rob Corddry, who's hysterical, who obviously comes out of your petri dish, and and Jethro Bovington, who's a bona fide like English automotive journalist who races. So he and I are crazy competitive. It's a miracle we're both still alive after season one. But we hit the chemistry jackpot, and it's the most fun. And to your point, yeah, I spend every penny of discretionary income on cars and going to the track. And I go on this show, and they write me a check on Friday.
So what's your forte? Everyone who loves cars has their thing. What's your thing? You old school, new school, fast, slow, luxury?
I love cars that look slow that are insanely fast. In fact, if I had to pick a car movie, a movie car that was most stimulating was in Men in Black. If you remember, they had that really boxy,
Yes.
dumb LCD, and you
Yes.
turn around, oh, it's a race car. So I I collect station wagons. I have 3 station wagons, and all of them are crazy fast. And there's nothing as funny as beating someone in a 911 off of a stoplight in a 94 wood grain Buick Roadmaster station wagon. To me, that's where the fun of motoring is.
Do you know what you do to somebody when you do that? I love the joke of it, but Dax, I wonder if you appreciate how you have emotionally scarred people that you have done this to, because people work hard their entire lives to buy that Porsche. They finally get it.
Oh, I know. Therein lies my great joy in doing it. Because, you know, someone who just writes a check for a 911, if I can dethrone them in a 94 wood grain station wagon, that's punching up. It's not punching down. If I were a 911 and beat a guy in a station wagon, I'd have a moral conundrum on my hands, but I don't.
What can we come to expect from Top Gear USA? You know, like, where's the show going to take us, and what are you most excited for?
Well, you know, it's a nice mix. So we get into tons of brand new cars and supercars, but then there's all these challenges where we're trying to pick what we think the best car for some weird obstacle would be, overlanding, right, on a $5,000 budget. And those end up being really fun episodes because if you buy 3 cars off Craigslist with 5 grand, one and or 3 of them are going to break within a couple hours. So it's just got this built-in plot in that none of our cars ever work a whole episode, and that's when the show gets really fun, in my opinion.
That's just one thing that Dax Shepard is up to right now. Your podcast, Armchair Expert, is wildly successful, and I wonder if you were as shocked at how much your guests changed with the pandemic, because you always used to interview people in person, and now, I mean, you're getting everybody from like Bill Gates to Hillary Clinton. Are you surprised at how much of a reach your podcast has now?
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone's more shocked than I am personally. I did not anticipate it would be successful. I did not anticipate, yeah, I get to talk to Bill Gates at some point. Um, But the pandemic, which initially I was like, oh, I hate this. I love it in person. Something happens. We all know there's some biochemical thing that goes on. And I was really hesitant. But then to your point, all these people that don't have the extra hour to commute to my attic are now available. All these amazing historic rock stars in Bill Gates and Hillary Clinton and Sean Penn. And so it's been, some pluses and minuses, and definitely the level of guests that we've gotten to have. And I'm sure, like you've experienced, it's gotten easier to do this. Like it took a minute for me to find the rhythm of this.
What I love about the podcast is not just that you're learning stuff, but I like that you stick your neck out there. I like that you're not afraid to be wrong. I like that you are much smarter than you sometimes will play for the audience. Like, do you think that you've learned more because of the podcast? Have you started trying to learn more, or were you always just that person who dived into information and then just kept all of it in your brain?
First of all, thank you. My favorite compliment, other than you're hot, which happens only once a year, is you're smart. So you just gave me my very second favorite compliment. But I do think I have I have a superpower, which is I'm dyslexic. It took me forever to learn to read. Like, I read really slow, but I retain it all. And then also, when you are dyslexic and you're growing up, because you can't get the info visually, you have to retain it auditorily. So I could tell me a story today, and I could probably shock you in 3 years that I would remember almost the whole story. So I do have a big advantage from that history, I think, with dyslexia. And then mostly, I have experts every Thursday, like scientists and, social biologists, all this stuff. And I basically have to learn their discipline for a few hours so I can at least communicate with them. I don't want to be completely having them explain the most basic things to me and wasting the whole interview on that. So I love it. It's like I'm back in college, but I never have a term paper due.
I think for me, you're living the perfectly balanced life right now. You've got all the brains and the conversation happening in the podcast. And then once in a while, you jump into an extremely fast car and you burn tires on a racetrack somewhere. I think that, my friend, is life as it should be lived.
Yeah, I'm like a caveman in one area, and then kind of elevated on the other. So yeah, it's a good
a caveman on the one side and a caveman with glasses on the other side. Thank you so much for joining me on the show, and I'll see you again soon.
Okay, great.
All right,
be
man.
well.
Take care.